Hello everybody, my name's Iceberg Lettuce, and I didn't get to make a video last week because there wasn't a snapshot last week. But luckily this week there is another snapshot, and today we are here in Minecraft Snapshot 20W48A, which has added dripstone blocks, a bunch of new features, and a couple of interesting changes. So let's get right into that and start talking about everything. So obviously the big thing in this snapshot is dripstone. So first up we've got the dripstone block, which is a new block that doesn't have any interesting properties and cannot be crafted yet. This will be found in the caves once they add the new caves, but obviously, it's not very interesting at the moment. What is interesting though is this stuff, the pointed dripstone. So that's what it looks like as an item, and this can be placed down as a stalactite, which hangs from the ceiling, and a stalagmite, which grows from the ground. And you can place these on any block actually. What is pretty cool is that the different levels, so like the point here has a different hitbox than this, so you can actually kind of stand on the edge here. I don't know if that's going to be useful for anything, but it is pretty cool. In addition, you can make the stalactites and stalagmites touch, and they will sort of join together and make a pillar just like this, and you can actually change the point where the two converge and make some pretty interesting looking designs just like this. So these dripstone points have a very interesting property that I don't think any other block has, which is that if you break them from the bottom, like this, you can see that it all disappears at once, but if we break them from the top, the ones that fall act like gravity blocks until they hit the ground where they break, which is a very interesting behavior that no other block has. Next up, you can see we've got some water and lava on top of dripstone, and this causes the dripstone to drip particles of whatever liquid it has above it. So this one's dripping water and that one's dripping lava. And over time, this will fill up a cauldron. So you can actually use this to make an automatic lava farm, which was never possible before. So that's pretty interesting. I'm interested to see what kinds of wacky designs people will come up with that. So dripstone has some pretty interesting properties when it comes to causing damage. So this does not actually damage the creeper if the creeper is just like standing on it, because it's not falling onto the dripstone. Dripstone will only cause increased damage when something falls onto it. So you can see over here, we've got a creeper being held up. If we drop it onto the dripstone, it took quite a bit more damage than it would have if it had just dropped normally. Also, obviously, creeper's gone. So also obviously if we break this dripstone and allow it to drop onto the creeper, it will damage it as well. Also, we can use a trident to break dripstone, so I'm pretty sure that will be pretty useful once the new caves get added and there's dripstone everywhere and you just want to get rid of it, or maybe want to use some dripstone to damage some enemies, you can see. So moving on from dripstone, let's talk about some other changes. So first up here, we got some changes to the bundle. So first of all, as you can see, I have tooltips on, and that now shows how full the bundle is. So you can see it says 5 out of 64. Also, if we right click on the bundle now, it will, instead of just dumping all of the items into the inventory, will actually remove the items one by one, which makes it, a little bit easier to work with. Also, if we take the bundle in our hand and use it in the overworld, it will dump out all the items onto the ground now. Candles now require a block underneath them to be placed, so we can't just place one in midair. This doesn't actually mean that you can't make floating candles though, because if we just break the block underneath the candle, you can see that it still continues to float. Powder snow will now cause you to gain the freezing effect even if you're in creative mode, and in addition, using any leather armor, so here I have leather pants on, will cause me to not take freezing damage at all. So previously you needed a full set of leather armor, but now you just need anything. There has also been a new game rule added, which is game rule freeze damage, which as you can, that's not supposed to happen. As you can assume, this causes you to not take freezing damage from powder snow, so you can turn that on and off using a command. There have also been a few texture changes, so here we've got the two types of amethyst have had their textures changed, and this has been changed like 3 times, so I'm pretty sure this will be the final version. We've got changes to the clocks and compasses actually, which is interesting because I don't think these have ever been changed. They look a little bit shinier now. The candle, which used to have 2 candles in its item, has now been replaced with a single candle, and the spyglass has actually had its texture replaced with a 3D model now. So as you can see, if we go into F5 mode, it is a 3D model now, which is pretty nice actually. I kind of like this. So that is just about everything that has been changed and added in this snapshot. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and see you next time everybody. Bye!